I've never seen any specific electrical engineers working in Mercedes.
Are these subjects and courses useful?
None of them helped me in my intern.
Hello, I'm Mithilamani from guindytimes, the official campus magazine of Anna University. Today we are conducting our 7th edition of Intern Diaries, and we have with us interviewee Ashwin, who interned at Mercedes Benz.
Thank you for having me.
So to start off, can you describe the company and your role during the internship?
So as you all know, Mercedes Benz is a company well known for its luxury cars and comfortness. So me as an electrical intern, I am able to learn so many technologies and able to overcome so many EV components in my intern.
What were your main responsibilities or tasks?
My main responsibilities were to simulate and testing the electrical components of the EV vehicle, and which can run in different conditions and different loads.
How did your internship complement what you learned here at university? Were these subjects and courses useful? Did they apply there?
Basically, if I have to say like that, means none of them helped me in my intern. But I had a course called EV, but that was so basics. But what I learned there was so different. I would suggest like better you could do some extra courses or had a basic knowledge about EV. Then only it would be nice to do intern in Mercedes.
So how did your company help you overcome this? Did they give you a different set of syllabus that you had to prepare beforehand? Or?
So they gave, like I had my 1 week training session. In that they used to provide me all the materials required for the EV components and all the details about the EV cars. So it helped me a lot to learn more about and gel up with the company.
What do you think was the most challenging part of your internship, and what did you do to overcome it?
My most challenging part was like diagnosing the problem. You will never know where will you face a problem. For example, if you could say that there is a problem in a AC sensor or pipe sensor, but it's hard to detect where the problem is. But error will come from every side. So we have to be patient enough to sit and find the errors. So if I want to give you an example now, I had a problem in AC sensor, but I couldn't detect where's the problem. So I had to diagnose each and every part of the car, and class only I was able to find that the problem was in the AC sensor.
Was your company very welcoming towards the interns? How did your seniors help you navigate through this?
So in that point of view, I had my colleague who was doing intern with me, but he is from different department. He is from automobile department, because most would prefer automobile industries from automobile departments or mechanical departments. But I had a very good senior technicians and supporting staffs that helped me a lot to overcome these situations.
Now, in the company, did you have the opportunity to explore the different departments within the company, or were you assigned a particular task and you had to continue with it?
I was assigned in electrical intern, but I was able to explore so many departments like mechanical department, logistic department, electrical. There are some electrical departments also which buy components, like so many other departments. So I got experience like how do they work. So even if I taking mechanical as an example now, like I am able to learn about IC engines, all the components in IC engines, oils and different types of oils. So that was so helpful for me.
What was the work culture like? As in, is that a very welcoming company? Would you suggest it to future interns or that as a future workplace?
So as you all know that I did my intern in Bangalore. So it's a different work culture in Bangalore. So what you expect here will never happen in that. So, but I had a very good experience in that. I used to go in 9 in the morning, and they used to have a one hour brief session about what are the latest technologies in EV and even in the IC engines. Used to brief everything. Like everyone had a chance to tell what do you know about that, and so it helped me a lot to learn about more things.
Okay. Now this is a question that I had. If you consider your department, your area of studies, electrical engineering, whereas, as we said earlier, Mercedes Benz is a car manufacturing company. Do electrical engineers have a good scope in such a company? As in, do they have the importance? Are they really required, or are their intake just really minimal to keep things afloat?
As should I say that I've never seen any specific electrical engineers working in Mercedes. Me, I went because like I wanted to learn more about EV technology because I had an interest in EV technologies. But I would suggest it should better learn everything, not only electrical side, even the mechanical side. Then it will be more helpful for you to get a job in EV sectors. But there are so many people who works in EV sectors, who works in R&D. Me, I was working in a service sector, so that's a different sector. If you want to get placed, it's a better way to place the R&D department. So you'll be able to learn about so many battery management systems and future EV technologies.
So if someone is aiming for a company like that, would you suggest them to do a course on mechanical engineering as well to help them, or that is not?
That way, I would give a good advice that better do a automobile course or a EV sector course. So it will be more helpful for them because they won't struggle at the starting of the stage. Or it will be a hectic for them to learn all the components and all the device names. So it will be a very hectic.
After having had first-hand experience on EV cars and their working, what is your opinion on them? Like, are they really worth it in the market, or do they have to be developed a lot more for it to become fully efficient?
So right now, as in Mercedes Benz, they have some advanced technologies. I have seen so many good technology which is not yet released in the other markets. I suggest it will be a very good sector to improve and globalize it. So as you know that in India there's no much EV cars compared to US countries. So I suggest that EV will be a good technology to boom.
So what was your application process like? How did you go about getting this internship?
So to start with, like every end of my third year, like sixth semester, there used to be a group for internships. So internship from CUS will be posted in that group. So I was applying for them, but side by side I was looking for off-campus internships in my area of interest. So at the time I saw a post from LinkedIn that Mercedes Benz are hiring electrical interns. So their requirements are like third years or fourth years or freshers. So I thought like let me just give me a try. Like I thought like I won't get selected, but let me just give me a try. I sent them a mail. So after a few days I received a mail back. It's saying that these are the required documents you have to submit through online. So I gave my resume, I gave my mark sheets. Then after the few days, I was scheduled for an interview, technical interview about EV vehicles and machines. So I was a little bit nervous, but started preparing for that, and I gave my interview 100% confidently. After some days, like I got a result that you are selected for electrical intern in Mercedes Benz in Bangalore. So you could join from this date to this date, and we will provide you accommodation for that.
So what was your daily routine like at the company?
For me, I used to my company starts at from 9 to 5 because as an intern, I don't have much more pressure compared to the freshers or the trainees who are working there. So I used to go at the 9 and we used to have a good team discussion with them, like what are the tasks we are going to do today, what are the problems like it's pending, and what are the latest technologies we are having in the current role. So we used to have a 1 hour discussion that was so helpful for me that I could able to learn so much new things which I never even learned, which never I thought I will be learning. I able to learn about so many softwares they are using, especially by Mercedes Benz. Example, I could say that there is a software called LinkTree. They use that software for diagnosing the cars. So it tells where the problem is and helps us to fix the problem. And later on, usual at 12 o'clock, I will have my lunch break, 12 to 1 my lunch break, and from 1 I start researching. They used to give me some topics for EVs, so they'll tell me to research, and if you have any doubts, you could consider your seniors, and they'll give me some assignments like designing a machine, designing a motor. So I had my basic knowledge in my MATLAB for simulation, but they taught me to how to use AutoCAD Electrical and Siemens NX. They are the specific softwares that they use for designing purpose. At the end, around 4, I used to inform my coordinator, who could say mentor. He'll ask me what have you learned in every day. So it helped me a lot to learn, I will suggest.
You said earlier that your internship was in Bangalore.
Yeah.
So did you get to enjoy Bangalore while you were there?
Yeah, my main purpose was I wanted to enjoy Bangalore. After seeing that I'm in a place in Bangalore, my first thing was I started listing all the restaurants and things to fine. Every weekend I used to go to at least 2 to 3 restaurants and a food street to just explore, not only to just learning purpose, or even to like explore Bangalore. I had some good times in Bangalore, but the thing is that I was alone, so I couldn't explore much more things. But a very good city.
So would you like working there in the future?
Bangalore, I would say 100% I will be a very good area to work, because I would be able to see so many people, so many diverse culture people. So even in my company, there are like 3 to 4 state people. Like I was working with Malayalis, the Andhra people, and so many even in North Indians. But like it was so good to work with so many bilingual peoples.
Did you feel like there was a language barrier while communicating with them, or that went smoothly?
I could say that I know Hindi because I learned Hindi from my school days. So I didn't feel any language barrier between them, because mostly everyone speaks Hindi in Bangalore and English basically. So I felt not really a problem in languages.
Would you like to add any words of advice for your juniors who are making their way through this field?
So in EV sectors, the first thing is like patience. I would say that students have to be very patient, because you will never know that where the problem arises and where the problem fixes. So you have to be patient and stick to the sensor. So I would also suggest them to do a separate course on EV side, and it will be more useful for them, because at the starting I was like a little bit struggling, because I didn't know anything much about EV sides, because I just had a course in my department that only taught me basic things, not advanced things. So I would suggest juniors to do a EV course.
Thank you, Ashwin, for giving us your insights about your internship.
Thank you.
Don't forget to follow Guindy Times on all its social handles for more such informative information.